Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a while since I recorded a video for this particular series. I believe the last episode was uploaded a year ago. So anyways, this is a series of videos where I talk about certain topics handpicked from the cybersecurity blueprint. If you like this kind of videos, please make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Without any further ado, let's dive into today's topic. This is quick note number 3 and this one is all about VLAN hopping attacks. Alright, so before we talk about the attack itself, let's talk about the basics. Virtual Local Area Networks or VLANs. What is it? So VLANs actually play a crucial role in segregating and securing traffic within large networks. Think of VLANs as virtual neighborhoods within a bustling city of network devices. And since this is a virtual environment, we can group these neighborhoods based on specific criteria, regardless of their physical location. This segmentation allows us to control network traffic effectively and also apply security policies. And now let's get to the heart of the matter. VLAN hopping. This sneaky technique takes advantages in weaknesses of VLAN implementation, specifically when multiple VLANs share a common trunk link. So how do they do it? The attackers exploit the default VLAN which carries untagged traffic across trunk links. We call this VLAN the native VLAN. The attacker tricks the switch by sending specially crafted frames to forward those frames into unintended VLANs. Attackers use two common VLAN hopping attacks to penetrate the network: double tagging and switch proofing. The double tagging attack is also famously known as Q-in-Q attack. In double tagging, the attacker attaches multiple VLAN tags into a single Ethernet frame. This will trick the switch into thinking that this specific frame belongs to a different VLAN. So this packet will be forwarded across the network until it meets the target switch. When the frame reaches the target switch, the first tag is stripped off and the second one is being processed. This will allow access to different VLANs than the intended one. In the switch spoofing method, the attacker takes it up a notch by pretending to be the switch itself. Attacker spoofs the MAC address of the switch. This is achieved by sending spoofed control frames, which fools the switch into believing that they are a legitimate device. Impressive, yet dangerous. Next, I want to address a unique concern in Cisco networks. And this is the short version of the scenario. Get this. The attacker connects a rogue device, like a laptop or a switch, into an access port in the target switch. This allows the attacker to send deceptive DTP or dynamic trunking protocol frames. DTP enables dynamic negotiations of trunk links between switches. It will allow multiple VLANs over a single physical link. So that way the rogue device can actually pretend to be a network switch, a genuine device in the network itself, and request a trunk link. And if the target switch has weak DTP settings configured on the device, it may establish a connection between the rogue device. And once the trunk link is established between the rogue device and the target switch, attacker gains access to all the specific VLANs on that specific trunk link. Then the attacker can easily eavesdrop on traffic, gain access to files, sensitive information, and also perform unauthorized actions. This is a nightmare of a scenario, but you should fear not because there are ways to shield your network from VLAN hopping attacks. So network administrators can implement these best practices to safeguard their networks. First of all, disable DTP on ports that do not need to be trunks. This will prevent the switch from automatically negotiating with rogue devices to establish a trunk link. Secondly, implement port security. Utilize the port security mechanisms to limit the number of MAC addresses which are allowed on a specific switch port. This will reduce the risk of MAC spoofing. Also, it's advisable to configure trunk ports manually. And when you're configuring trunk ports on the switch, explicitly specify which VLANs are allowed on each trunk link. This will prevent the attacker from gaining access to other VLANs. And next, disabling VTP or VLAN trunking protocol helps you limit the propagation of unnecessary VLAN traffic. It will reduce the attack surface. Also, use VLAN segmentation wisely. Avoid sharing the same trunk link between critical and non-critical VLANs because segmenting VLANs across multiple trunk links can enhance the security posture. Also use VLAN access control mechanisms like ACLs or VLAN mapping. Then you can control which VLANs are allowed on specific switch ports. Also make sure to keep the switch firmware up to date. If you keep the firmwares up to date on all these network devices, those devices will try to protect you from all these newfound attacks, including the VLAN hopping attack. Also make sure to use the best practices when you are using passwords for these devices. Also, another secure method that you can follow is set the native VLAN to an unused VLAN or tag it to a secure VLAN. It will most probably prevent unauthorized access. As network admins, you can actually implement a robust network security policy. You can actually educate users in your network environment about these kind of attacks. Just keep an eye out. Monitor for suspicious activities like this. This way you can detect VLAN hopping attacks at an early stage and take steps to mitigate them. You know guys, knowledge is power. Therefore, understanding the vulnerability and the safety measures will help you protect your networks. As the technology evolves, so does the attackers and their tactics. So continuous vigilance and adaptation are key in safeguarding your network and the resources. So that is all for this video. If you have any questions or you want to share your thoughts, please do in the comment section down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, take care of yourself and take care of each other. Peace.